Hello everybody, this is Barry with Christenson Transportation. We're the trucker's truck. Today I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about something, but each department has what we call KPIs, key indicators of how we're doing, good, bad, medium, kind of a history, and shows trends, shows what's going on. So we do a safety KPI every month, and we kind of update people on, what are we doing for inspections? How many good ones do we get? How many bad ones did we get? And if they were bad, what did they find? Or more concerning, what is the reason we got inspected? Are we in the left lane speeding and that gets us pulled over, and then they find chafing airlines or a flat tire or something? I can tell you that the majority of our inspections are roadside, so that means we've done something. Now, having said that, we had a bunch of instances where we had unsafe driving, and so these are all speeding. And then we had but the rest, we had an hours of service. No, they didn't have their instruction sheet or couldn't find it quick enough for the DOT, whatever it was. And then about the other half is vehicle maintenance. But we had a whole bunch of these fall off that was really affecting our unsafe driving category. So now it's way back down and doing really well. So great job. Current inspections. We had somebody with window tint. We had a flat tire. We had a lane restriction. We had 7 clean inspections, which is great. We had an overweight ticket, which to me is, it doesn't give me points. It gets you fined, but we pay for those on the company side. Go weigh the loads. There's no way in the world you're going to tell me how they loaded a trailer that's got over 30,000 pounds on it. It could all be on one axle. So weigh your loads. It's a lot easier to weigh your loads and drive 5 miles back to the scale or go back and get it reworked. Whatever you got to do, it's easier than getting stopped at a scale over gross and having to pay somebody to come move that product off. That's a problem and a fine. So let's weigh the loads. But otherwise, and all the vehicle maintenance, that's pre-trips. I've done these things forever and said, hey, you got 2 notifications on DriveWise when you're coming to a scale that says scale 2 miles, scale 2 miles, and then it's scale 1 mile. And I always say, pull over. You only pass a few scales in a day. Pull over and get a 5-minute walk around. You're going to find a flat tire because the guy at the scale house is finding it. When you pull up, you can hear it or see it. So, let's tighten up on those pre-trips and get these violations away. We always brag that we're the trucker's truck and all that, but you got to walk the walk if you're going to talk the talk. So, step it up a little bit in there. We're getting better. Crashes. Seems like we've had a ton of say fender benders, but not major. It's been almost 19 million miles since we've had a chargeable DOT accident. So, our record a year ago was 25 million. Let's see if we can beat it. And that's a great record to have, and a great way to measure safety that we're doing is not chargeable accidents. Now the other ones, 50% of our stuff is all on us. And about 90% of that is at truck stops or shippers where we're jackknifing, we're bending the cab extenders, we're hitting bumpers on stuff because we didn't get out and look when we took back off at a fuel island. Just dumb mistakes, that's all I can say. So on the trailers, we've had so many cab extenders, and typically I used to say when you're reading Christenson in your mirror and it's off that trailer, you're jackknifed, stop. But we've gone a step further. We put a little red dot visible right in the driver's side mirror, and it's on both sides, that when that red dot goes away, we've given you about a foot of leeway to stop backing up. That means when you lose sight of the dot, you're going to bend your cab extenders, and those things are $1,500 a piece, so minimum. So look out for the red dots, but until they all get red dotted, if it starts showing the whole name of Christenson, you might want to pull up again. What else is pertinent to your daily lives and safety? Idle time, good Lord. I said this last time. We put all these EPUs and these auto starts and all this stuff on the truck, and we've got more higher idle time in the fleet than we've ever had, and it's just a waste of money. I think we would have saved about $400,000 if we went from 40% idle time as a fleet to 20% as a fleet. That's all money that one of us would have made. Either you're paying the fuel or I'm paying the fuel, and we're also clogging up the DPF filters unnecessary. So those trucks will heat and cool, but they will maintain whatever you got. So when you pull into a place to park, cool or heat the truck with the truck running for 15 minutes, shut those 2 sets of curtains and turn your heater or your AC on, and it's going to maintain that temperature. I've done it out here. I know it works. And then set your auto start. When the batteries run down, it's going to start up. You're not going to be having jump starts. So a lot of work to do on idle time. It's a ton of money, and for half of you, and we're about half and half company owner operator, it's coming right out of your check. So there were people with $1,500, $1,800 in idle fuel in a month. That's a house payment and a car payment. So if you want me to tell your spouse to get onto you, I can do that. But otherwise, let's work on it ourselves. There's a lot of room. And the last thing we looked at was our speeds. All events, distracted driving, excessive speeding, hard brakes. We have gone, and I mean, it's night and day. From the number of people messing with their phone or TikTok or texting or whatever it was, it went from ungodly numbers when we first started this in June or July to just a couple events a week. It's just amazing. So thank you so much. Distracted driving is probably the worst thing, the biggest thing that you can't take back when something happens. So keep doing a good job there. Keep those speeds down. We're dispatched at 50 miles an hour. There's no need to get excessive speeds. You're not getting anywhere. You're just catching the next group. It's a turtle in the hare. Turtle always wins this race. I will send all this out. We finally figured out how to make it a PDF attachment that I can send out over your tablet so you can view it. If you've got questions on it, if you need help, if your auto start, if your EPU, if any of that stuff doesn't work, you need to call maintenance today, whenever it is you're watching this video, and have them fix it, because it's not going to fix itself, and we're just going to continue to waste money. So keep working on that. Overall, doing a great job. Thank you. Truly, I can say this is where the trucker's truck and safety takes priority. So keep it up.